Yeah.
Okay, put together an art show from the ground up, right? Talk to us about how difficult that was and what it meant to Sullen.
Well, we had a lot of help, which made it somewhat easier because, I mean, Tim and Gustavo kind of came to us with the idea of doing the art show.
I heard that you were one of the main reasons that the show's going on tonight.
Huge group effort, man. It's just all of us doing a lot of hard work and making this thing happen. So even the artists, I mean, without everybody that's involved, this never could have happened. So.
Well, I was asked to curate the show, and getting all the artists was pretty tough. Extremely honored to be next to Bob Roberts, be next to Nikko, be next to Kevin Llewellyn on the other end over there. So I'm extremely proud and extremely honored.
Hey, so let's talk about, some of the artists in their work right now.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of sectioned it off by style. So I think some of the highlights for me were obviously Shawn Barber, who's been with us for a while now. Having his art hang in our show is a highlight. I think Shay did an amazing piece that was actually bought.
Who was that?
Shay Bredimus.
I don't know.
He did the circular piece with the paint dripping down.
Oh.
Yeah. He's classically trained.
That was really beautiful.
It was really cool.
Sean's was really amazing of Bob Terrell.
That was one that I was like really wanting to buy too, but I was like,
it's so crazy.
One of these days. I really am a big fan of John Caleb's work. He always seems to be evolving and he's like painting nonstop. He's also a very young tattooer, so he's super hungry. The whole crew from the high desert, everyone from Art Junkies.
Looking at this incredible piece, which looks to me Salvador Dali. Is that who this is?
Yeah, it's like a caricature version of Salvador Dali. Was it kind of the inspiration? Thought up of this metal frame afterwards and had it cut out and welded up and rusted up. So it came together. I'm really happy. It was a little stressful, but I'm really happy with it. So.
And I'm here with Mike Tomasi in front of this incredible painting that you've done. How did you come about this piece?
I'm doing a series of religious pieces, and this was just like the first one. Basically like a slave to Christ, pretty much. Unanswered prayers, kind of like torturing yourself a little bit. So that was the concept.
Mike DeVries, Artistic Element, Roman.
Here with Mike DeVries in front of your amazing art.
Thanks.
Can you describe this to everybody? What made you draw this?
Actually, my wife asked me to do a painting of some roses several years ago, and I finally got off my ass, and this is what I did for her.
I'm here with Robin. How are you?
I'm doing good. Getting this piece done for the Sullen Art Driven show. Just kind of putting some stuff together. Got the little logo in there, and kind of got some biomech in there, some organic, some calligraphy stuff, some horns and paint brushes and stuff like that. I kind of just sketched it in with a pencil a little bit first, and kind of just drew it on there, and then made it really dark with the chalk. But yeah.
Having Christian Nguyen come all the way from Switzerland and have his piece in there. I've always been a big fan of Christian's artwork. He's, one of the best lettering tattooers there is. Steve Soto, big fan of his style. Who else?
Sage was here.
Oh, who was a huge one was Kevin Llewellyn.
And I'm here with Kevin Llewellyn and Kat Von D. You have some incredible pieces here today, and I'm curious as to what inspired you to make these pieces.
I guess just my love of realistic painting and sort of death and the figure and the portrait.
Have you walked around the gallery today?
Yeah, it's amazing. There's so much good art.
Have you found any pieces that seem to be your favorite?
Yeah, Camila Roca's really nice. Nikko Hurtado's, Carlos Torres, everyone. I mean, there's a lot of good art. Yeah, that's right.
And your art is hanging in Wonderland, which is Kat Von D's gallery. How does it feel for you to be in her gallery?
Amazing. It's crazy. It's like I love it. I love it.
An honor, right?
Oh, it's such an honor. Yeah, I still can't believe it to this day. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
And Kat Von D, what is it about Kevin's art that sets it apart and makes you want to have his art in your gallery?
I've actually been a fan of Kevin's art prior to even meeting him, and then I think when we did finally meet, it was like my long lost Siamese twin. So I guess there's another attachment to his pieces. But I mean, regardless, all that set aside, he's just really amazing at what he does technically, and I think obviously he pours himself into it. There's a certain amount of profound darkness and love and beauty into everything he does. So I'm like a professional Kevin Llewellyn hoarder, so this one's mine.
Even though he's not a tattooer, it seems like more and more I see him, you know, being involved in tattooers and the tattoo scene. So to have somebody who's outside of tattooing even, but still within it, but at such a high caliber of artwork, artistically, you know, to have that art hanging in here was a pretty big deal for me, you know. Like walking around in my head. Big Gus, of course.
Did I say Alex Garcia?
You know, Alex Garcia had quite an amazing piece.
He did.
Yeah. Paulo Acuña's. That piece is pretty rad.
That piece is, all his stuff is pretty amazing.
And it seems like every time he's like one of those other blurry line guys where he just keeps on evolving it, and the paintings just keep getting more and more amazing. Nikko's piece was rad.
And I'm here with Nikko Hurtado. Yay! The incredible.
No, I'm just kidding.
And you, as well as Carlos Torres, have been one of the top named favorite pieces for the night. This piece.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you describe or explain your inspiration for this piece, everybody?
Well, actually, it's a poster for a Japanese tattoo convention at the end of the year. It's called King of Tattoos. So it just has to do with that poster and a couple of little hidden meanings here and there that just have to do with myself. But yeah, you know, it's basically just for a poster. Yeah.
But just so you know, you are incredible. Everybody loves this piece. Everybody's talking about this piece if you didn't already know. And we adore you.
I'm honored to be a part of it. I'd like to thank SullenTV and everything. And man, to see this come together for them, I'm so proud of them, and it's beautiful. And congratulations, Sullen. You guys deserve it. You guys are all hard workers.
Thank you.
Juan Puente.
This was really cool too, always.
Grant Cobb, that whole Vicky Morgan.
Oh, what about Camila?
Camila Rocha.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was like the first one I saw when I walked in the night that I brought my painting. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Like that, huh?
We had to,
and
like,
she does all this crazy Japanese stuff too. She's from Brazil.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, dude, she's off the hook.
That's why we put that piece there, because it was like when you walk in, you wanted it to be like, this is an art show.
I would have bought it if I had the money.
Me too. In a
How much was it?
How much? Yeah, how much was it?
I think she was asking 8,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did it sell?
That's it?
No, it didn't, but it should have, you know. But I think that when you're going to a tattoo art show, everybody's, you know, like, it's more people that are fans of art, and we did sell quite a few pieces, but usually when you're going in the upwards of 5 to 10 to 15,000, it's for serious collectors who have like a ton of disposable money, and that's usually not blue collar tattoo workers, you know.
There was a lot of really, really beautiful art. I mean, a lot of really fine art like oil, and I mean, there's just a really wide variety of different styles.
Yeah, it's cool to see the art of tattooing evolving so rapidly, because like you go to that show and you're just blown away at so many different styles, but just the technical, you know, level that it's getting to, it's like
crazy.
It's getting hairy.
It
you know
is
what I
getting
mean?
hairy,
Like the
and there's some
lines are
serious-
blurring so heavily from fine to tattoo that it's just like, you know, and it's just going to continue to evolve like that. You know, where people are just going to push the mediums, whether it's watercolor or oil or acrylic. You know, it's cool to see it. You know, and
It's pretty
have to be
amazing.
recognized. You know.
Yeah. But what about the Bob Roberts?
Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to do this piece and what this piece is about?
Yeah, it's an old piece. I think it was originated by Sailor Jerry, and you know, it was just an old one of them, you know, traditional tattoos off the wall. You know, and I always liked that image, and I redrew it a few times. It was a snake and an eagle, and then an eagle and a dragon, and you know, different tattoo artists throughout the years have done different versions of it.
That Bob Roberts piece was definitely a highlight. Just
It was
because
for sure the biggest. It was the biggest one here.
It was the biggest,
And it was close. It was like the baddest.
yeah. And just to have a guy like Bob Roberts, who I grew up idolizing, you know, to be included in this show was a highlight for me personally. You know, because he is an icon.
Absolutely.
You know, and to have an icon in this show is pretty cool.
It's really amazing how many different styles there are now compared to, you know, when I started. It was like, There's a few. So it's just wide open, man. There's so many fine artists doing tattoos that it's really pretty crazy.
Can you tell me a little bit about this piece that you did? It's pretty incredible.
Oh, it's a collaboration piece for a Cypress Hill shirt, and I was trying to do the old Cypress Hill logo has the skull with the arrows going through it, so I was trying to do something like that. Sexy girl, can't beat that. Hello, right? So I think it worked. I hope.
It looks amazing. Everybody loves it. Everyone's talking about your piece.
Let's see if Cypress Hill likes it.
I like it.
Like real gallery work, you know.
So tell me about the piece that you did for the show and what inspired you to do it.
What inspired me?
Describe it to the world.
Day of the Dead Hanna. I did like a Hanna, like a Japanese sort of Hanna, but I added all like the Day of the Dead embellishes. I mean, I kind of do the same subject matter over and over, you know, and I wanted to do something a little different. So like a Day of the Dead Hanna sounded kind of cool, kind of relatable, you know. But then there was no way to really do it in, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it would hold the same value in black and gray as it would in color. So here I am doing it. And I did a snake wrapped around it, and I did that sort of, I tried to get a little bit of like a New Mexico vibe going on there.
Yeah.
And then with the rose and then the butterflies, and I was trying to, I don't really think too much about it. As far as like a plan for what I'm doing.
You just start and whatever.
Yeah, I just try to find balances between different things that I always do. It's kind of the same old subjects for me. But I somehow, for some reason, relate to the Sullen with a lot of the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
And I wanted to change it up for myself. So, that's what I did.
Ryan. Albert. You.
It's been emotional.
Me.
It has.
This has been awesome. Thanks for
Have you
watching.
need one?
Yeah, I need
Sorry,
Have a little
Jordan.
hug. A hug. I'm a little sweaty though.
Can I get a hug like that? Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching Art Driven. We'll see you next time.
Cool.